Hello everyone, and welcome back with another exciting test route video. This video is going to be slightly different because I am going to start making this from right here. This test route I'm covering today is from 28th of October 2024, and the test center is on my left hand side, and it was a navigation based driving. So my learner started their test around here in this direction, went straight across these set of traffic lights. Those people who've been practicing with the driving instructors, they may be aware of where we are right now. It wasn't one of the easiest test routes because I've not had anyone been taken on this test route before. However, it's always nice to find out different places they can potentially take you. So as I wait here, I'm waiting in the right hand lane. Can I wait in the right hand lane? Yes, because the road marking is showing me that I can go straight ahead from the right hand lane. So I have queue of cars on my left hand side, but as a train driver I'm going to kick off a bit quicker there like that, and I'm going to leave everyone behind. Now I'm checking my left mirror because I know the van behind me is also merging. I can see cars parked in my path. I wasn't gonna make video today, but I am lucky enough to be able to find this lovely day again, so may as well just benefit from this. And I didn't have a lesson this afternoon, which makes it even easier for me to manage things. Right, there's a change of direction. Examiner might ask you to pull up anywhere on the left hand side safe, so these are all safe spots. As you can see, where there's double yellow, that's where you can't park. So there you go, it's a single yellow on my left hand side and then a double yellow. I'm approaching a mini roundabout. This mini roundabout gets very busy during the rush hour, so it does give you a lot of practice making decision using blocker traffic. So at the moment I am focused on the oncoming traffic. I can see there's this polo indicating to come around, so I'm gonna wait for them as they've got priority over me, and I'm gonna make my move straight right after them. I can see there's a car ahead of me. I'm not gonna speed up and get too close to them. I'm gonna try to keep it safe. And then the examiner asked my learner to pull up on the left hand side, just anywhere. On this occasion in front of a driveway, and it's absolutely fine if the examiners ask you to do so. I can see there's oncoming traffic and there are cars parked left and right, which means there's a possible meeting situation and I'm gonna have to show clearance. If I have to go too close to the parked cars, I'll also make sure that I don't drive fast. And now there's this zebra crossing, no one's there, and I'll just carry on. We are still assuming that we're following a navigation, and approaching traffic light, the navigation says turn right. Now the right hand lane here I know can only turn right, and the left hand lane can take you straight ahead and turn left onto A217, but on this occasion we are turning right, keeping a safe gap with the car ahead. What I'm looking right now is I'm looking at the speed signs. I hope the camera can catch there's a speed sign of 40 on my right hand side. Mostly when I ask my learners after they've completed the right turn what's the speed limit, and they're like 30 because they're not paying attention. So my suggestion is, whenever you stop, give a thorough observation. Whenever you turn into a new road, give a thorough look left right to see if the speed limits change or any other restrictions apply. Now this is a driver side to driver side, and I can see the filter lights come on, but I'm not going to ignore the traffic lights. I'm not going to ignore the traffic light. I'm going to ignore the traffic lights now. Now I've entered, and it's a filter lane. I'm going to enter into the left hand lane here. Can I overtake the car from the inside lane? Yes, 100%, because they're driving too slow on the right hand lane and they are not showing a very good lane discipline, and I can definitely overtake them from the inside. Someone messaged me the other day asking, can you undertake? Yes, you can 100% undertake the car. What would you do if the car on the right hand lane starts doing 10 miles an hour? Would you then start doing 8 miles an hour? No, obviously you will undertake them. They shouldn't be in the right hand lane and driving too slow unless they're turning right. Okay, the dodgy traffic lights. I hope my camera can catch this. A lot of people jump these traffic lights. Look at the second set of traffic light that turns green before the first set of traffic light, and the cars who are positioned very close to the traffic light, they pay attention. Look at the traffic light, it's changed to green. Yeah, and these ones are staying red. So I've seen this happening several times. People looking at the wrong side of traffic lights and they end up jumping the red traffic light, and the traffic comes from the left hand side, and I've had a very close calls on many of occasions. Okay, It wasn't the easiest one because mainly it was on this road A217, and I was looking at the navigation and I was hoping my learner was also looking at navigation, which luckily she was, and it was showing her in about 1.7 miles turn left, which I thought was quite a stretch on a one straight road. Okay, and I will also show you how do we deal with the traffic lights. The confusion that people have I jumped the red light? Should I go through the yellow light? Should I have stopped at a yellow light? Now this is how you do. I'm looking at the green lights. I anticipate they're gonna change. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to myself. I'm gonna say, okay, don't ignore. When I say don't ignore, that means I'm gonna go on the brakes. Don't ignore, don't ignore, don't ignore, and ignore. When I get closer and I've got decent speed, I set myself a point where it's easy for me to ignore, even though if they turn amber. By doing so, if you keep practicing that with your drive instructor, friends or family, or on your own, you are very likely to get hang of this and you wouldn't be in no confusion in the future. Okay, keeping tires on the tarmac. The speed limit hasn't changed, but if I was turning left right, if you can see, there's this restriction for 16.5 ton lorries. It's a bit irrelevant to us, but if you notice, the restriction does apply to other road users, but not you. Okay, the traffic light's gonna change now. I can see the traffic start moving, so I'm mentally prepared. I'm checking my mirrors as set off, and there you go. I'm not gonna cause any delay in moving off. I'm gonna join this traffic straight away. Again, green traffic lights, don't ignore, don't ignore, don't ignore, don't ignore, don't ignore, ignore. So as I get closer, it depends. It's not always a set point that you're gonna ignore. It depends on how fast you're going. So I was doing approximately 22 miles an hour. Okay, I'm gonna pick up speed. I'm gonna check my right mirror, flick the right indication, move on to the right hand lane, and I'm in an overtaking position. At what point do you think you should be overtaking the car? If the car ahead is doing 30 in a left-hand lane and the speed limit is 40, then you're in a very good position to be able to overtake them. The reason I've moved on to the right-hand lane, because I believe I wouldn't be able to keep a 2 seconds gap with the car ahead, and therefore I think I would get too close. So that's why I'm doing 40 in the right-hand lane. I can see the cars ahead are indicating to turn right. Early decision, center left mirror, indicate left, move on to the left-hand lane. So the sooner you plan your journey ahead, the better it's going to be for you. Because I could see there was one of the lorries trying to indicate right to turn right, but they've changed their mind. But I also already know there's another turn coming up on the right-hand side, and a lot of people, when they turn right there, they block the traffic on behind them. And there you go, that truck turned right from there. Okay, it's 30 from here on, so I'm going to drop my speed. The speed limit's changed. That's one of my biggest worries. And there's a dual carriageway sign on my left hand side. Now at this point, typically people turn left or right at the set of traffic light, but I was looking at the navigation. The navigation was still showing that you have to carry on ahead for approximately 0.5 miles. So I'm approaching another set of traffic lights. Don't ignore, don't ignore, don't ignore, don't ignore, ignore. So as I get closer, on this occasion I was doing a bit faster than the previous one, so I had to ignore it a bit early. I'm still following the navigation for the day, and I can see the speed limit is changing to 40 ahead. At this point, the navigation then said in 0.3 miles turn left, so it gave an initial warning. I'm going to start picking up my speed. And after this downhill that's where the turning was, which was a bit unusual. So I would start doing my center left mirror and indication. Now you see the car on the left hand side. This was the first turn we made after 2 mile stretch, and as you enter, speed limits change to 30 again. Now on the test day, you're going to be tested on different road conditions. So as you see, I came through 30/40 dual carriageway, double lanes, and now straight into from 40 to 30 in a very residential area. I'm currently doing about 15 miles an hour. At the end of this road, the navigation then asks to turn left, so mirror signal again. and I'm gonna approach this very cautiously because residential area. My view is slightly restricted on the right hand side, but it's all clear, so I can go without stopping. Although it's a 30-mile zone, but because it's a residential area, the cars are parked left, right. I am currently doing just under 20 right now because that's the suitable speed for this road. Remember, speed limit is not a target. Okay, at the end of this road, it was a right-hand turn, junction turning right. I'm going to check my mirror for the change of direction, and I'm going to approach this giveaway line very cautiously. My view is restricted on both sides on this occasion, but I'm going to edge forward, peep and creep, lean forward. My view is very good on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side, and I'm going to make my move. Right. Around here, the navigation said turn right, where this car's just come out from. So I'm going to be turning right into this road. And then the examiner asked my learner to pull up here on the left hand side where this big tree is. Around here, he then explained that she's going to carry out an emergency stop. Then we carried out an emergency stop along this stretch, which was a successful one along here. Then we moved off again. He asked her to follow the navigation. The navigation was asking us to turn left here. Again, tight turn. Make sure if you drive a manual car, get into the first gear, make a very nice slow turn. It allows you more time to control the car, make a decision for any oncoming traffic. The triangle is warning me about a mini roundabout, as I can see. Well, it's not warning me about a mini roundabout. I can see it's a mini roundabout. It's only warning me about the roundabout. So I'm going to be doing mirror signal. It was a first exit on the left hand side. I am already looking at the oncoming traffic and the right hand side. The oncoming traffic is not showing no signs of turning right, so I can just carry on. Still a 30-mile zone. Approaching a T-junction, not a T-junction, a crossroad junction. And now I'm looking for the oncoming traffic because this road around here is narrow for 2 cars. Okay, and I can see it's a bridge. Okay, it says high vehicles use middle of the road. Okay, checking my left, right, everything's clear. I'm going to carry on. Who has the priority here? Whoever is more closer to the bridge and is more committed is going to go first. So on this occasion there's no one. I'll just carry on and I will go straight ahead. Again, another giveaway, restricted view. I can see their cars, they're both turning left, so I can go cautiously. There's no one there. Carry on. Right, when we enter this road again, due to oncoming traffic and car being parked, I'm gonna go very slow. So look at see, on my right hand side, he pulled her over again and did reverse in the road maneuver, reverse approximately 2 car lengths, which was a successful one. And around here we are still in 30-mile zone, just to let you know. But what I'm looking here is a 20 sign. It was turning right on this mini roundabout. This is arguably one of the most busiest mini roundabouts, if not the busiest roundabout. I'm looking at my right hand side, no oncoming traffic that's turning. I'm going to use the oncoming car as a blocker. I'm going to enter. Well, I don't expect learners to do this because they are not too quick in making decisions, but I did make a quick move there to use the oncoming traffic as a blocker. Okay, now the thing is, a lot of people go over the speed limit around here, but I'm going to carry on doing around 20, 18, 19. Even though if you clip 21, 22, it's fine as far as you know the speed limits. I can see the bus, I can see there's a gap coming up ahead of me. Do I indicate? I can indicate on this occasion. Even though if I wouldn't indicate, it would be fine. Check my left mirror because I'm coming back onto the left hand side, and there you go. So if you notice my positioning, I anticipated whenever you're following a bus, the bus is going to pull up. When the road is narrow like that, position slightly to the right hand side and leave a bigger gap for your better view ahead. A lot of people drive too close to the bus, and as soon as the bus pulls up, they get stuck behind them, even though there's a safe gap. But because they are so close to the bus, they cannot see the cars coming, oncoming traffic. So we'll continue to do this. We are approaching one of the dodgiest bus lanes ahead. It's the one in St. Nicholas Way. Okay, as you notice, the road splits into two. Do I have to indicate to go on the left hand lane? No, I'll just check my center left mirror and I'll go onto the left hand lane directly. Can I indicate there? Yes, you can definitely indicate there if you want to, but even though if you don't indicate and just check, make the checks before going onto the left hand lane, that's different. I'm not switching lanes, I'm going into a split of a lane there. So very poor signage. So if you see, the bus lane signs are hidden behind the local information, and the bus lane camera, it only says bus lane camera, but the sign is hidden. The second bus lane sign is hidden. Mirror signal to the left. A lot of people end up in bus lane and fail their test, so you have to make sure you enter your side. Now, very poor 30 sign on my left hand side. It's been placed right on the bend, so a lot of people miss this sign and continue to do 20 sorry. That sign should be somewhere around here, so when you turn, it's at least you have some time to look at it. I'm following a bus. I anticipate the bus is gonna stop again because I know there are bus stops ahead. However, from my local knowledge, I also know that there are gaps. Even though the bus stops in a bus stop, the crossing lights change. I can see the black car on my left. I'm gonna let the black car go because I'm not gonna benefit because the traffic lights red ahead. Around here, the navigation drive, the independent driving came to an end. From here on, the examiner said that I'm gonna be giving you directions in plenty of time, and they also add extra information to direction. For example, or where the red car is parked, that's where you're turning left, or you're going uphill, or where the lamppost is, or where the bus lane comes to an end. They give you an additional reference to help you understand where exactly you're going. So on this occasion, the examiner said we'll carry on following this road ahead, just stay in this lane. So he even helped telling stay in this lane because the right hand lane takes you back into the Sutton one-way system, and that may potentially add maybe an extra 15 minutes to the test. So they make sure that you, so if you're taking the wrong turning, they may intervene. That intervention is not classed as an intervention based on safety. It's just for them to intervene and make sure you're going the right way to avoid them getting late from completing the test, and then that adds backlog. So look on the left hand side, 2 arrows showing me get in lane. Okay, I'm following towards Rose Hill. Now this bus lane sign is well placed, so it's warning me about that there's a bus lane coming ahead. So I'll keep following this road ahead, and that here is where the bus lane is. It's fade on this point, but I can see the bus, the lights are green. I'm gonna keep following this around, and on this occasion, look at the road markings. The left hand lane can only turn left, the right hand lane can take you straight ahead, and I will stop here. But as I move off and I continue to follow this road ahead, I'm still gonna give a look on my left hand side, because sometimes people get in the wrong lane and then they try cut you in. It's been a lovely day, so I've been lucky enough to find this day. My lights changed. I'm gonna carry on. It still is 30. Anyone looking at the left hand side 20 sign, that does not apply to you. That's very poorly placed 20 sign. It is still 30 miles, but can we do 30 around here? No, the answer is no. I'm still planning ahead. I'm approaching a junction. I can see this pedestrian. Does she want to go? Okay, let her go. Yeah, once the pedestrian starts walking in the middle of the road, it's their priority no matter what the light says, even though if it's green. Okay, if I can see the bus with the hazard lights on, that means they're not moving. The examiner then said stick to the left hand lane and try go uphill. Now, even though he's once said stick to the left hand lane and you're going uphill straight across, there are basically 4 different options here. You can go uphill straight, you can go middle straight, and you can go slightly right uphill where the car is coming down from. I hope the camera can catch that. I'm hoping that I can complete this video within like 25 minutes. Okay, and I will follow the white car basically, that's going uphill. And now I know that it's very narrow down here. A lot of people start going too far away from the traffic on the right hand side and not brushing their wing mirror against the bushes. Okay, I'm gonna go very slowly around this sharp bend. And a lot of people, again, because they've looked at the wrong 20 sign, they start doing 20 around here, because they assume, because of the road condition doesn't allow you to go over 20, they just assume that's 20, and they carry on doing 20 around here. So zebra crossing, anyone in the frame? No, there's no one in the frame, and I don't think so anyone's just gonna come out of nowhere. So I'm gonna carry on straight ahead. Very bumpy road. Is 30 the target? No, I'm doing approximately 25 here. Okay, now my speed is 25, 26. Another zebra crossing. No one's approaching zebra crossing, but I can see a white van emerging from left hand side, so I'm gonna be careful. I'm gonna anticipate that they're gonna come out and be cautious, but they've decided to stay there, so it's fine. Okay, approaching traffic lights. I can see there are 2 lanes. The car's on the right hand lane indicating to turn right, so I'm not going to enter the right hand lane. I'm going to stick to the left hand lane on this occasion. I'm going to carry on straight. But on this occasion I've changed my mind. I'm going to go into the right hand lane because I know the traffic lights changed. Those 2 cars ahead are going to turn right and they're going to clear my path now. If there was a car ahead of me on the right hand lane, indicate, oh, that learner's got stuck there. Okay. In my previous video, if you know that I always recommend, if there's a learner, don't enter behind them unless there's a space for 3 to 4 cars ahead of you. If the learner is the second car ahead of you, junction turning right, and there's only space for one another car, I would rather just sit behind. Now 2 lanes coming to 1 across the road. It's 30 as you can see, and it's 40 turning left right, and we turned right at the beginning where the learner across the road is indicating to turn right. That's where we were earlier on. So I'm gonna kick off a bit quicker. I'm gonna get ahead of the cars on my left hand lane. I'll constantly check my left mirror to make sure no one's merging or getting too close to me on the left hand side. I can already see a van indicating right across, and they are gonna kind of block the traffic. Okay, is there a gap behind the van? Well, for me, as a learner, I wouldn't quite recommend, so I'm just gonna go in the gap. There you go. Might look very close, but it's okay, because I'm trying to rush this video a little bit. I want to finish this video ASAP. Okay, meeting situation, crossing. This crossing becomes very busy in the rush hour because of the school there. So if you're taking your test starting after 2 p.m, you better be careful with that crossing, or in the morning. Okay, again, a lot of oncoming traffic, parked cars, left, right. Approaching the same mini roundabout in different direction this time. So I'm gonna be approaching it cautiously. There's no oncoming traffic at the moment who may potentially be turning right. I'm giving a look on the right hand side. My right view is very clear, so I'm not gonna stop. Scan the road ahead. I can already see a signage marked van parked on my left hand side, so that means a potential change of direction. Is there enough gap for me to go? Yes, I can go in the hatch markings. Mirror change of direction, mirror change of direction again as I come back. Again along this side, safe spots. In every video I said spot the safe spots. Safe spot there, double yellow line, just after double yellow line, safe spot. Again, where this cement and a cut tree here, safe spot. Not a safe spot anymore. The traffic built up ahead of me. Now we are in the last couple of minutes of the test. The video is already 24 minutes long, and I hope I can conclude in the next couple of minutes. This test on the 28th of October was 42 minutes long. because of its longer test route. Keep clear. You see that you have to pay attention to the road markings. So I'm not going to move forward as far as I know I can fit the car. Now I can fit the car in, so I'm going to go. And I'm not only looking at this white van ahead of me, I'm looking at the 2-3 cars ahead. If they're crawling and they are going forward, that means this van is also going to go. So I'm going to start joining them straight away. The test center is across the traffic lights on the right hand side. Okay, the traffic lights changed. Can I go into the right hand lane? I can go, and I will go, because from my local knowledge I know that the white car ahead is not going to stop for the oncoming traffic, because if you notice, the oncoming traffic is going straight and turning their right at the moment. That means when our light comes on, this car ahead is not going to block me from going straight ahead, sorry. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this test route, and I'm also going to add the test result at the very beginning. And there's only going to be one more test route video after this, and that'll be the end of the Morden test series. However, I'm going to make one special video covering and summarizing the whole of the test route that will help you to go to all the hotspots in one go, okay, including the postcode. So when you enter the postcode, you know exactly where to go and practice your stuff. Okay, as I said, I'm constantly looking in my left hand mirror, and this is where your test will come to an end. I can still spot. Okay, there's a learner car there. This black car is trying to go past the learner car. It's not possible. Okay, Miss Examiner, yes, she recognized me. Right. Okay, and that's the end of your test. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and best of luck to everyone who are about to take their test in the future. And as I said, I'll come up with some more knowledgeable videos about the test route. Best of luck and take care. Bye.